Hey there, Pisces. How you guys doing out there? It's Devinefemedian here with a quick look at your love life, what's going on in love, what's going on in your life, what you need to know, all that stuff. We're going to look into about you and your partner, your relationship, how they're feeling, stuff like that, all that good stuff that's been going on in your love life. Let me just move a couple things out of the way here so I can get myself a little bit more organized. Yeah, we're going to look at you, your partner, the energy between the two of you as a couple. How does your partner feel? And then relationship compatibility. So yeah, we're going to get into it pretty deep today. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for the love, for the likes, the comments, the shares, all of that stuff. I really appreciate you guys helping me grow my channel. So please take the time out now to give me a like so that I can move up and the more messages can get out to other people, because that's the goal, right? Yeah. I am booking private appointments for anyone who would like one. You can just email me. All of the information is detailed in the description box. Also, if you would like a particular spread or you have a particular question and you don't want to leave it in the comments, you can email me and I will do it for you. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay. So where is Pisces in love? Spirit, please and thank you. Come in and guide me down this path of life, right? Deliver messages for Pisces with accuracy, with love and light. Thank you. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. How is Pisces person feeling? Death in reverse. And the energy between you as a couple is Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so, oh boy, let's take a look and see what's going on. Okay, so the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're starting out, pretty cold right now. You even have your back here to your person here, Death in reverse. Death in reverse is like a fear of change. Your attitude towards your person right now, there's maybe a little bit of dishonesty, especially with this Nine of Pentacles, but I'll get into that. There's a little bit of dishonesty between the two of you. You maybe could be arguing, you're a little bit unkind, a little bit cold in the way that you're expressing yourself. Your person's energy is showing up as Death in reverse, okay, which is, it's a major arcana. So this is kind of like what is like being felt between the two of you. Okay, when death is in reverse, it means that things are stuck, they're stagnant, and there's sort of like a fear of change, like any hope for anything, whatever it is being destroyed. The Nine of Pentacles over here, this is the energy between the both of you. The Nine of Pentacles, it could be one or both of you actually is desiring being single. You both could be working towards a very stable, solid life for each other. And it's kind of like, well, I don't need a partner right now. So that could be what's going on here. Okay. So that's your relationship snapshot. Let's find out how your partner is feeling. And I'm going to get into you. So how is Pisces partner feeling right now? Eight of Wands. Okay, followed by the Fool. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. So with your partner, they're showing up as the Eight of Wands. Okay. They're not really even like coming to the table. There's something about wanting to not feel stuck. They want to take action. They want to have some quick changes going on either in their life or in the connection in general. You are in the Fool energy. You are ready to, and I see the Ten of Wands over here is the energy between the both of you. This is about freeing up. This is about saying no. This is about having freedom. And then you're showing up also as the Fool. The Fool cannot pack a heavy bag and start out on a new journey. Okay. The burdens of the relationship, everything that's been going on here, need to be released before you can go into this full energy and be able to just start on a new path and start all over. Because here we are at a 10. Tarot only goes to 10, and then we can go back to 0 or 1, which is here we are at the Fool. So that's where things have been. That's what's been going on right now. Okay. So how does Pisces person feel about this relationship? The Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Knight of Wands in reverse. They could be a very chaotic person. They feel that there's probably a lot of chaos going on within the connection between the both of you, or it's something that they're feeling within themselves. This also speaks of like sexual impulse. So I feel as if sex is kind of like the band-aid for this relationship, if you don't mind me saying that. Which I hope you don't, but I just need to call it like it is. It seems as if sex is like the band-aid for this relationship, where the sexual contact between the two of you is very passionate, it's very good, but it's just the band-aid of this relationship, where that's what's keeping the two of you together. Okay, you both have the desire to be single, you both have the desire to drop the burdens of this relationship, and you, especially Pisces, want a new start. You want to just start all over again from scratch, take a leap of faith and see what's out there for you. So what is coming towards Pisces in love? The Lovers, a choice. The Lovers card, yes, a lot of people think, and here you are showing up to your reading, the Hermit. Okay. You're in the energy of going in to try to get some clarity as to what you want, some spiritual cleansing. The Lovers is the choice card. It's the choice. I feel as if you're thinking about this, your energy is to move forward, but you're also thinking about, what choice do I make? Okay. Your person's energy is the Chariot. So they have movement, and then they have the 8, and then the energy between you is the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel as if your person wants to move somewhere. I just feel as if the both of you aren't exactly too certain as to where you want to go next, where you want to take things next. I'm not seeing, the 3 of Swords out here, that which would talk about like a breakup or anything like that. I just feel as if this is kind of like an unspoken feeling between the two of you. But like I said, sex is the band-aid that keeps you guys together within this connection. So if that's the only thing that you're holding on to, okay, where this person's just kind of like, well, let's not deal with any of the problems in the relationship, I'm just going to ignore the fact that you're being cold, or there's, but, also the Queen of Swords also talks about dishonesty. So my advice is this: you need to be a little bit more honest with your partner about how you're feeling and what you want to do. But I'm not exactly sure. I don't believe that you're sure in the choice that you want to make, because you have the Lovers here and you have the Hermit. The Hermit is all about spiritual illumination, like, what is my path? And that's where you are right now. That's where the Fool goes. The Fool goes on a path to be enlightened, to learn, to discover new things. Okay. All right. So I think, all right, let's do relationship compatibility. I'm going to use a different, let me just move these over. I'm going to use a different deck for that. Fresh deck, just in case we have anything. Yeah, I'll use this deck right here. I just got a new beautiful, gorgeous deck. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's absolutely beautiful. The cards are just stunning. Okay, so relationship compatibility between Pisces and their person. How compatible are they? Please, Spirit, give me a card. How compatible are they? Okay, 2 of Wands. Okay. 2 of Wands. Gee, thanks. So we have the Two of Wands. It's kind of like, again, when I said about the Lovers, it's about making a choice, waiting for results, making a choice. But this also is a card that speaks about making travel plans, because when you look really closely at what she has going on here, she's looking out the window. She has the globe here, and she has a little bus here. You guys can't see it because this camera is like not focusing, but there's like a little bus there with like a little map and all of that. So the compatibility of that, I would say, let me throw down another card on that. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands in reverse. All right, so the Four of Wands in reverse talks about arguments, moving out, leaving home, stuff like that. So I feel as if there are a lot of, and has been a lot of arguments within this connection. If the two of you live together, that speaks to kind of like maybe moving out or moving away from each other, especially with the Two of Wands. I'm going to, indicate, because I don't know your situation, but I'm going to indicate that it's about moving away from each other, because the Two of Wands talks about travel. And then we also have the Chariot here. We have the Fool. So that's the compatibility of what this is. There's a lot of arguments, and the arguments is what causes you to move away from each other. Okay. So what will you learn from this relationship? Three of Swords. I had said Three of Swords didn't come out here. Three of Swords came out here. What you're learning from this relationship is heartbreak. Okay. Especially with arguments and fighting and moving away from each other, and that constant type of cycle of, dishonesty and being cold and, just kind of, like I said, I'm going to say it again, using sex as a band-aid to keep the connection. All of that results in this Three of Swords energy. Okay. Brokenhearted, breaking up, um, feeling lost, feeling depressed, even though on the outside, you might be smiling and you might be having a good time. And like I said, if the passion is there, if it's sexual passion, that's what, the two of you have to look forward to. How much of a strong foundation of a relationship or a connection can you build when that's all you have? You're talking about a life partner, a choice in a partner, a choice in a path. If sex alone kept a marriage going, I mean, there would be a lot of happy people out there, but we all know realistically, I mean, come on, Pisces. We all know realistically that that's not what keeps a relationship happy. I have seen plenty of relationships between friends that I've known for a very long time, and they've blatantly said, the only reason why I'm with this person is because the sex is good. Everything else is horrible. But yet they still go out to look for satisfaction from other partners and other types of situations elsewhere, instead of working on the issues that are in the relationship. And sometimes there are issues in relationships that can't be worked out because people are not compatible being together. And that, I believe, when you're in that hermit energy, is something that you're going to really ask yourself. I don't blame you for being in the Queen of Swords energy, because when you're warm and fuzzy with somebody, they don't think that there's anything wrong. And you may need to take a pause and take a step back and really evaluate and think about what you have going on within you and the choice that you need to make. Okay. So what is your person going to learn from this? What is Pisces person going to learn from this? The Star. Okay. So I feel as if your person is going to feel renewed. I feel as if your person is going to also get inner clarity, clear about the situation. Okay. Because they're in the Chariot energy of wanting to move forward. Okay. Move forward towards working on what they're busy working on. They could be very busy working on their career. They could be very busy working on a lot of things that they're doing on their life. Love, I mean, I don't really necessarily see them doing that, but I feel as if your person is going to get the inner clarity and understanding as to what happened in this connection, and also be able to understand what they really want from a connection of love, whether or not, because they're showing up in the energy of the Knight of Swords, whether or not they'll learn from the fact that, or both of you need to learn that sex doesn't fix a relationship. It's not a band-aid for it. And you can't be that impulsive, because that's could be how the relationship started. The two of you could have started off in a sexual connection and then moved towards an actual boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife, or engagement, without really taking the time to get to know each other. Because the energies between the both of you speaks about freedom, dropping the loads, but these are two very single people. This is the Eight of Pentacles, is somebody who's very busy. He's got his back to the world. He's working on his craft. He's doing what he's got to do. The Nine of Pentacles over here, okay, is another single, stable, solid person. You know, you're almost at the Ten of Pentacles, and then you're the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel as if, you know, the two of you, one of you is one step behind the other, and you're both working towards different things, but you're not coming together to work on them together. I don't see that. Okay. Okay. So what is the overall energy here after all of this? What is the overall energy? The Moon. The truth has to come out. This is also talks about unseen problems, voluntary changes. One or both of you is going to make a choice. Okay, it could be your partner here, because the Eight of Wands, okay, talks about the speed, quick action, change. You don't know what sort of problems is going to happen when you decide to make this choice. Okay. As to ending the connection, or what's going to happen when this Three of Swords energy hits. Okay, there's unforeseen problems, there's mystery. The Moon also talks about people actually saying the truth and how they actually really feel. And that could be very painful. And that's why we have the Three of Swords here. Okay. Because when we let issues within a relationship build and build and build and build and build, and then finally it's like, I'm done, the other person is left like, what do you mean? Like, I thought everything was fine. You just, like I said, you just had sex with me the other day. I thought everything was cool between us. And you're like, no, I need more than that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because if I go a little bit further, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, followed by the Devil. Okay. Seven of Cups in reverse. Talks about, you know, the illusions ending, getting the clarity. You have a lot of cards that speak about clarity. So something needs to be cleared here. One or both of you is definitely going to wake up to the toxic energy that's been going on in this connection and in this relationship. Okay. Ah, boy. And then after that, we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is about, you know, crying over spilled milk. You know, you have the Strength card in reverse over here. You know, it just seems as if there is just a lot of loss here. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of pain. Feelings of loss, feeling abandoned. Strength in reverse, you know, not feeling hopeful. Self-sabotage energy. That Devil energy is definitely self-sabotage, right? Sometimes we do things to not purposely, but we do things just to sabotage the connection because we don't want to deal with the issues and we don't want to deal with the problems. And it's better to just, cut the cord and let it go. And in this situation, that might be the best thing to do. But going forward, what you need to learn from this is to not self-sabotage another type of connection. There comes a point in our life where we need to be realistic and we need to be adults enough to say, hey, I want something different for myself. I want to do something better. I don't want to deal with all of this fighting. I don't want to deal with feeling as if I'm single within a relationship or want to be single, even though I'm in a connection with someone. That's very dishonest. It's very misleading, and it will lead to self-sabotage. Not just self-sabotage, but you're sabotaging yourself from another opportunity with someone else, but also at the same time, you're sabotaging your partner's ability to be with someone else. If that's the case, there's a lot of people out there that do hold on to connections longer than they should because they don't want their person to be with anyone else. And I'm not saying that this is what's going on here, but overall in general, just what I've learned from people's relationships and stuff. And I've said this to my personal friends that I've read for. I've said, hey, listen, if you're not happy with so-and-so, then you need to let them go so that they can heal and they can find whatever it is that they want to do in their life. Because there may be another soulmate out there for them. Just because we have fear of being single or having fear of finding my person, that's why, the hermit energy is here. Okay, so that you can get the clarity, so that when you set off on that path, on that full journey, this is the direction I'm going. This is what's clear for me in my mind. I fully understand what happened within this connection, and I'm not going to make these same mistakes again. Okay, so let me just pull. I was hoping for something different. Bottom of the deck, this has to, I was hoping for maybe something a little bit different, but I'm getting the Five of Swords. This is about relationships. This is, it is a card of, I don't want to say abusive relationship because that's none of my business, but take it as it resonates, please. This is also, to me, this is like a card of mind games. How is someone supposed to be able to fight when they don't have a sword? They don't have a thought. They don't have a clue. That's what I'm seeing when I look at this. I know that that's not 100% the meaning, but I'm calling it as it is. This person here has all the swords. And if this person took, any of these people took one step to try to, to pick up a sword to defend themselves, they would be cut down immediately. That's where the abusive comes. That's where the abusive comes from. The abusive power comes from. This dishonesty and this unkindness energy, it's not a fair fight. It's not fair that, this other person doesn't have the means to defend themselves. And I'm not saying that they should pick up a sword and actually, go duel, to toe to toe. I'm just saying that I feel as if your person doesn't have a clue. They're still holding on. Okay, they're still holding on, right? What they're holding on to, I'm not sure. That's really up to them what they're holding on to. Okay, but they have the Eight of Pentacles. They're holding on to, their career, their money. They're just holding on to whatever they can hold on to the best that they can. And it could be in a very greedy way also. But then this Page of Cups here, and I know that that speaks about news, that does speak about new love. But when you look inside that cup, what's inside that cup? It's a fish. I don't know what is supposed to be inside these cups of love, but I would think that if you could drink from somebody's cup of love, it would be something, you know, quenching, nourishing, good for you. You can't drink water that had a fish swimming around in it. I mean, I wouldn't, necessarily want that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me get some messages from your person. I'm going to get some messages from you, what you would like to say to your person. What would Pisces like to say to their person before we close? I left you before you could leave me. So there may have been some fear there that this person was going to leave you. And you just decided that's why that Five of Swords energy is there. You're not giving, there wasn't a chance given to this person to be able to defend themselves. And what would they like to say to you? You speak to me through music. Okay. That's just a very general, and then the energy between the both of you is I'm not available. So that could be emotionally available. It could be, I'm going to go with emotionally available. Anything else? Or just not available to commit fully 100% other than sex in the relationship, because it seems to me like you both are very busy working on your lives, but separately. I knew exactly what I was doing. That's where that dishonesty comes in. And I'm just going to call it out. I knew exactly what I was doing. I left you before you left me. I knew exactly what I was doing. So it's almost as if this was kind of planned. And then your person, I lost myself for a little while. Okay. And then I wish I could take back my words. So like I said, there was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of things that were probably said within that Three of Swords energy to cause that, or to really just shift this whole thing around into where you're coming up as being very cold and having to go within to try to make a choice. I mean, I hope that this helped you, Pisces, to give you a little bit more of like a clear understanding, because sometimes it's hard when you're in the connection to really see things as they really are. And I'm being very honest when I say that sex is not a band-aid. Sex is not something that will keep a relationship together if that's the case. I understand that we all go out in the world and we all have to work and we all have to do our separate lives. But if we're not doing it together, I mean, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. It does feel that way. But yeah. Well, do what's best for you, Pisces, however you want to see things, maybe over time, you'll be able to, get more clarity on this, and you'll be able to get more understanding from it once you've moved away from it, once you've kind of, released some of the burdens of it. And maybe once you've been out there in the world a little bit and you find what you've been looking for. So I wish you the best of luck with this, Pisces. I just want to get you one piece of advice for my new unicorn deck, because they're beautiful and they give really good advice, because I hate leaving people like this. I'm just reading the cards, y'all. Don't shoot the messenger. Rebirth. Reinvent yourself. Give life to your dreams. Create a new reality. And that's very telling for that Fool energy that you're in. So rebirth. Beautiful. All right, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you again at another reading. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.